Hello crafters, Gareth from GS Creations and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be upcycling another pizza base. Now you must be thinking I eat a lot of pizza. My friends give me the pizza base as well because they know how much I like to keep these polystyrene bases because I think they're great for wreath forms, you know, wreath bases. So we're going to be making a rosette wreath out of this this pizza base. So I will be cutting that in the center out in a second. But I've got some designer paper and I've got them in tones for my summer, so in blues and whites and that type of thing, and I've cut them to 1.5 inches. So you can use whichever colour that you like. You'll also need your Martha Stewart board. You'll need either a wreath form or, like me, some cardboard, or as I'm going to do here, I'm just going to cut. Now you probably can't see on the screen, but there's some markings on the back of this, so I can get a pretty decent circle shape ish from this. Okay, and that pops straight out. Right, so that gives me my wreath base. So the next thing I'm going to do, with all my pieces of cardstock, I'm going to score them at 1/2 inch, every 1/2 inch. So 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 2 inch, 2.5 inch, 3 inch, 3.5 inch, so on and so forth. And because I don't have a larger scoreboard, I will get to 6.5, crease my paper, put that crease in the end and continue to score all my paper pieces because my paper is 12 inches long. So I'm going to get all my designer paper scored and we'll be right back with you. Okay crafters, my battery died so I had to charge it and now I'm back. So just to show you again, there's a couple of ways that you can score these. You can score them at every 1/4 inch, or every 1/2 inch, or even every inch. But just bear in mind that the size of the rosette will change. So I'm scoring this one at every 1/4 inch, and then I'm going to show you the difference in regards to the size of the rosettes that you get. So I got to 6.5. Now I'm going to start again at every 1/4 inch. Right, and then this one here with this particular paper, actually this paper and this paper is from Edith at Scrapbooking With Me. I'll leave a link to her store below. This one I'm scoring at every 1/2 inch. And I want to do these two with you from beginning to end, just so that you can see the difference in their size. So this one's the 1/2 inch, so I'm just going to crease all the score lines. Oops, I missed one there. For the 1/2 inch I do 2 because it's very hard to get one 12 inch to meet. You can do it, and I have done it on some of the rosettes that I've already glued onto the wreath base. So you can do it, as you can see. So that's the one where it's 1/2 inch. So I just want you, I'm going to bring back my Martha Stewart board over. So that's that one. And I'm going to attempt to show you the camera to show you the thickness. Okay, so that's the one that's done at 1.5 inches. No, sorry, at 1/2 inch. And this one is the one that's done at 1/4 of an inch. This paper is gorgeous. It's a Kaiser Craft paper. I'll show you the paper pack. It's a Kaiser Craft, and it's Coastal Escape, and you get 6 patterned papers, 12 by 12 double-sided papers, 2 sheets of each design, and you get a sticker sheet as well. And it's absolutely gorgeous for your summer craft. And if you're like me, who's a nautical fan, it is right up your street. I've also got the Kaiser Craft ephemera pack, which I also got from Scrapbooking With Me, and I've been using that in the centres of these rosettes. I'll show you when I bring over the wreath that I've been doing. I'm just going to finish off with you on camera. So that's the one at 1/4 of an inch. So as you can see, it's much tighter, obviously there's more folds because there's more score lines. But the rosette that you get is very different to the 1/2 inch. It's smaller for obvious reasons, but it's a lot more delicate too. Just gotta make sure that you get all your folds in the right direction. So just going to bring it round so they meet. Actually, I'm going to glue this one down because I'm probably going to use this on my wreath. So I'm just going to glue the 2 ends, and make sure that you glue the 2 ends in the right place, because if you do, you're not going to be able to get your rosette. And then I'm going to push in, which sometimes it's easier than others. My glue hadn't dried, obviously, but it's, as you can see, much smaller rosette. Bring back of my scoreboard. Much smaller, much more delicate. I think they are equally as pretty. And then I'm going to, on the back side, because I'm going to have, the good thing about using double-sided paper, you can have either side. So I'm going to push it together and squirt in some of my art glitter glue. I was using a hot glue gun, and I was using some new glue that I got, but the glue actually wasn't sticking the paper. It was glue that was not sticking. It would not stick, and it was not sticking to the polystyrene pizza base either. And it was hot glue. It was burning my fingers, but it wasn't gluing anything together. So I'm just going to turn this one over, making sure that it stays on. See, I'm not going to lie to you, this can be fiddly, and it can be quite irritating, but the end result is definitely worth it. Come on, work with me. Come on. Right, let's try again. That's it. And again, hot glue, not hot glue, normal art glitter glue for the top, and I'm going to squirt some in the inside. And I'm going to use some of the amphora from the pack. I'm going to use this round one with the shell on it. So I'm going to wait for that to dry, and then I'll be able to add that to my wreath. I'm going to, here's my other one. Right, I'm going to show you how awkward this one is to put together, just so that you can see. This one is much tighter. It's not easy to get it into the rosette form, because obviously you don't have as much to play with. Gotta make sure that my end is dry. Make sure that is dry, because it does come apart otherwise. probably making this look a lot more difficult than it can be, but I just want to show you that, you know, sometimes it's not easy. You know, as much fun as it is, sometimes these rosettes can be quite frustrating. Right, what am I going to use for this one? Use surf and sand. I see lots of videos on Facebook where people just go pop and it just goes all neat and tidy, and that never seems to happen to me. They must maybe they do it with, you know, tons of different, and then they just put up the one that works onto YouTube. But I just want to show you that these can be quite frustrating, but the end result is definitely worth it. Obviously these are just my opinions, this is my channel, I'm entitled to have my opinion. So, oh, see? Come on. And I start talking to them as if they're dogs or cats. I wouldn't necessarily use wet glue, I'd probably use hot glue, but as I said, my hot glue just was not sticking. Was not sticking. Very odd. So I'd use hot glue, a hot glue that was actually sticky when you do yours. And if you do recreate this, please share it on my group. G's Creations is now my creation on Facebook. With all my videos, there is a link below. Right, need that one to dry. And I'll bring over my wreath that I've been working on. And as you can see, I've been using the Amphora pack from Edith at Scrapbooking With Me. And I've made some already, and I've stuck some down, so just got to think about placement. I quite like that one there, so move that over there like that. I quite like that. Now, as I said, the hot glue wasn't working for some reason, so I am going to use this Yoo-hoo glue. And that seems to work really well on this polystyrene. So I'm going to put some Yoo-hoo on the disc. Pop it onto the wreath form. And I'm going to place this there as well, and just put a dab of Yoo-hoo where it will hit. There's quite a few strings of this Yoo-hoo glue, but it is very good. Okay, pop some Yoo-hoo glue on the back of this. I don't know what this Yoo-hoo is quite good. I mean, it's not the best glue in the world, but it is quite good. I don't think there's a glue that, you know, suits everything for every purpose. I wish there was. Right, and I have this little one. I think I might pop him or her. Just pop it there. I like that. So I'm going to put some Yoo-hoo on the back. And let that rest wherever it hits, and move all these things out of the way, and I'll give you a proper show of the finished project. So just to recap, crafters, I used some of the Amphora from this Coastal Escapes collection from Kaiser Craft, which I got from scrapbookingwithme.com. I'll leave a link below, and also some paper from the Kaiser Craft Coastal Escape. So I used both of those on this particular project. Obviously this is an indoor wreath. I wouldn't recommend that you have this outside, because obviously it's made of paper, unless you know you've got a covered area, or you can bring it in when it rains. But if you're lucky to live in a place where it's pretty much dry all summer, then go ahead. But there we go. Nice way to upcycle some polystyrene pizza bases, and I really think it's quite striking. I'm really pleased with the way it came out. You can obviously put some Wink Stella on places to give them a bit of sparkle. if you chose to do that. I'm sure you can edit it to suit your needs, but for me this works really well. And some of the Amphora packs, like you see here, I've just tucked in places, as you can see around the edge, just to cover some of the black pizza base, because as I say, this is going to be an internal wreath. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you again very soon. Take care.